Hello students, today we are going to cover about the introduction to data structures, and first of all we will cover what is the syllabus and in 5 units. In later part we will cover the initial introduction to data structures. So here these are the objectives of your course. The first objective is how to design, write and analyze the performance of programs. Because the programs needs to be analyzed with less complexity, that means in terms of space and memory. So to handle this, we need to design a best data structures. We need to use best data structures. And after this course, the students acquire skills in using generic principles of for data representation, how to manipulate with efficiently, and how to maintain and how to reuse the code. These skills they can acquire. And another goal of course is to teach advanced data structure concepts, which allow one to store collection of data with fast updates and queries. In previous semester, you only learned about the data structures introduction and linear data structures. Here we are going to learn that non-linear advanced data structures for efficient usage of the data. And here the first unit is, so this is the introduction, common operations of data structures and types of data structures, and programming, how to design a program, and different complexities in terms of time complexity and space complexity. Mainly we will focus on time complexity only. And order of growth, that is the complexities, how can we represent in a graph, and growth chart, what is the growth chart, and different asymptotic notations, that is for the worst case big O notation, for average case theta notation, for best case it is a omega notation. These notations is called asymptotic notations. So these notations also we will learn in first unit. Okay, in first unit, common operations and program design introduction and different complexities and asymptotic notations, these will cover. And in the second unit we will cover hash tables. And you don't know, maybe the concept is new, hash tables and hashing. And heap maybe some introduction, here we will analyze in depth that heap operations and heap complexity, and what are the different applications of heap, and AVL trees, how to insert and delete a data in AVL tree, and some more complex than AVL, that is red black tree, and what are the properties of red black tree, and insertion and deletion, how to insert data and delete data in red black. These will be covered in unit 2. And unit 3, need of sorting, types of sorting algorithms, and stable algorithm, and internal external, what is the difference between internal and external sorting algorithms. And you need to know the difference between the outline and offline algorithms also, here we will learn. And sorting techniques like insertion, shell, selection sort, merge sort, quick sort, radix and bucket. And a total 7 sorting algorithms we are going to learn in unit 3. And with that also we will be learning difference between the internal and external sorting. Okay, so this is will be covered in unit 3. And unit 4, this is a complete new topic, that is augmentation. So what is the importance of augmentation, and red black tree, how to augment a red black tree, and after the argumentation, how can we retrieve a element with the given rank. Okay, these are the new concepts. This is advanced data structure. And how to maintain a data structure, what is the strategy for argumentation, and interval trees. These will be covered in unit 4. And unit 5, you need to know the difference between the different file organizations, and what is the file structure, what are the basic file operations like, and like, the sequential, what is sequential file organization, indexed sequential file organization, and direct file organizations. And you already know the what is merge sort, but here we need to know what is the external merge sort and multi-way merge sort, and what is the tournament tree and replacement sections. So these are the 5 units we are going to learn in this data structures too. First unit covering only introduction part and time complexities and asymptotic notations. And second unit hashing and AVL tree and red black tree. And third completely covering the sorting, about the sorting. Fourth unit is argumentation, advanced data structures. What is the argumentation? What is the strategy for argumentation, like this? And unit 5 for the file structures and basic file operations, and external merge sort tournament trees. So these we are going to cover in 5 units. Okay. So so here I'm going to start the introduction. That is the first basic, what is data and what is data structure. So here the basic technology terminology is, so data is simply a value or set of values of different types, which is called data types. Okay. So you know, I'll already suppose if you are collecting a data of numbers, it is called numbers data. If you're collection of data of employees, it is employee data. So here data types we can use like strings, integers, and float, anything matlab, you know, that is integer data, numbers data. Strings means the characters, the letters data. And like real data means float, if it is a floating type of data, this is called the data. And the structure means the way of organizing the information so that it is easier to use. So you know, the raw data will not be very useful. So if you want to efficiently use the data, you need to organize it. Organization means like you need to sorting order. Okay, suppose if you're student data, if you want to, if you are using in a sorting or sorted order, that is from alphabetical order, it is very efficiently you can get this someone, suppose Saurav name is there. So if you want to get the Saurav name, so if it is order sorted order, if it is available, then we can easily get the data. So this data structure means the way of organizing the information so that it is easier to use, है ना? So the data will be used efficiently and easily. So then we will use for the day, we will go for the data structures. So there are different types of data structures are available. The first is simple data structures and compound data structures. Simple data structures, as you know already, that is integer for numbers data, float for the real point data, and characters, that is for character data, and pointers also, pointers like linked list data if you want to use. So these are the different data types. These are all called simple data structures. And compound data structure again divided into linear data structures and non-linear data structures. So linear data structures, you know already in data structure 1, you studied already, that is arrays, linked list, stacks, and queues. And non-linear data structures are those trees, graphs, and files. These will be used. Okay. And so here, what is the difference between simple and the compound data structure? So simple data structure can be constructed with the help of primitive data structure. A primitive data structure used to represent the standard data. So that is integer, character, float, etc. So this is called simple data structure. Compound data structures can be considered with the help of any of the primitive data, so designed by the user. So with the help of simple data structure, we can design the compound data structure. That means using the data structure of integer, we can design the stack organization program or queue programs, like this arrays programs. So using the simple data structure, we can be design a compound data structures. It is again classified into linear and non-linear. So linear data structure is sequentially the elements will be arranged. That means location wise, first location, second location, like this it will be arranged. So the examples are arrays, linked lists, stacks, queues. These are the linear data structures. And non-linear data structures, it will not be arranged in sequentially. The best example is trees, graphs, and files. These are the non-linear. Mainly in this data structures too, we are focusing on non-linear data structures. So here one by one the linear data structures I'm going to explain. That is array. It is commonly used in computer programming for contiguous block of memory locations. It is a fixed length data item. Suppose here I have used the 10 elements of array. So it is started with the 0th location up to 9th location. Okay. So here 9 locations I have stored some data. Suppose in 0th location I have stored the 5th element. In first location I have stored the 6th element. That means if I want to get the location, if I want to get the element of 9, okay, in which location it has been stored? In 6th location. So using the address of the 6th location I can access the element of 9. Okay, so these are the integers. It is example of the integer array. Like this you can store the mobile numbers or names of the students or employees, anything we can store using the array. But here array is considered only for same data type. That means multiple data types we can't store. That means if array is considering the employees data, that means the characters of only employees it will be considered. So it cannot be stored using the, suppose like integers and characters combination we can't store. So okay, this is the one type of data structure. And the second type of data structure, it is a stack. Okay, stack is a data structure inserted only from one end to get back from the same end. Okay, so this is have stored the first element here, second element here, and third element and fourth element. Okay, so first element is inserted at the last and fourth element is inserted in the first. Suppose if you want to keep out of if we want to delete the element, so which one we can delete? The fourth element only we can delete first. So that's why it is called last in first out. So we cannot delete the first element first. Okay, because it is because if you want to delete this element, we need to delete this element, and this element. If you want to insert any element, only at the top of the stack only we can do the operations. So that's why it is called last in first out. That means if we are inserting at the last only, we can get it out first only. So this is the one type of data structure. And here one more data structure, that is equal to queue. And queue also, that is here these are all the elements. So in theaters, queue means if you are entered in the first in queue, so you can get the tickets first and you can go out. Okay, so this is the same queue concept here. This is called FIFO, that is first in first out. Who will go the first, they will come out first. Okay, so this is called first front, and this is called the rear. These are the operations, front and rear operations. And in stack also push and pop, that is push for the insertion and pop for the deletion. Okay, these are all the introduction of data structures. Already the what is queue and concept here. So this is called FIFO, and the stack is called LIFO, that is last in first out, and queue is called first in first out. Okay, and here one more data structure type is linked list. Here linked list concept came because if you are using the array, in array 100 elements are there. Suppose if you are using only 50 elements, the 50 element spaces will be wasted. So that is called garbage collection. You already listen maybe heard about that garbage concept. So in that concept, so the wastage space, it will be collected and it will be used. And here array is a static it is a structured data structure. That means if you are, it is a fixed amount. Suppose if you are declared, it will be uh, always be there in a memory. But if you want to build a dynamic data structure using Kellogg and malloc functions, like, so dynamic data structure, here linked list will be used. So linked list is like this. Dynamically it will build whenever you necessary in the program. So here this is the location of next address location, it will tell, that is the first element is 17. So where will be the next element that is equal to, suppose in 102 position, the 23. So it will be linked to that 102 position. 23 will be 103 position, and 150th position, the third element is there. It will link to that position. So like that, it will be linked to the next element address. Okay. So efficiently, it will utilize the garbage values, garbage memory. So dynamically, whenever you want, you can build it, otherwise you can erase it. So this is the one type of data structure linked list. And up to now we discussed about linear data structures. Those are arrays and stack, queue, and linked list. Now we are moving into the next data structure, that is non-linear data structure. And here the first type is a tree. And tree, general tree, you know, this is the root node and this is the parent node, which is having the children. And if children node doesn't have anything, that is a leaf node, it is called leaf node. And particularly this is called the node, and this is a general tree. And here it is again divided into binary tree and some AVL trees, red black trees, more combinations will come here. So here this is the one combination. Here we can store the data. Okay, continuously we are not storing, that's why it is called linear non-linear data structure. This is one example, tree. And here one more example of data structure, that is equal to graph. It is that is also non-linear. Here these are all the nodes and these are all the edges, and it is a undirected graph. There is no direction here. And here in graph also directed, if it is direction, if it is given, this is called direction, directed graph. And this is called vertex and edges, it will be divided in here. So this is a one type of non-linear data structure. Okay, and files you will learn about it. So these are the introduction about the data structures and what are the operations we can perform on it. So in the next lecture we will see we can add an element, delete an element, traverse and display we can element, and sort the list of element, searching for a data element. These are all the operations we can perform on data structures. Okay, so this is the introduction about, I hope so you can understand this. Okay, and now in the next class we will see the different operations and complexities we will discuss, and we will discuss about the order of growth chart, and these are all we will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you very much.